Good morning. Happy Thursday. Wow, it's already Thursday. Happy Thursday, Facebook land. And I haven't been mentioning that. I've been posting my videos to YouTube and I haven't mentioned that they originate in my Facebook group, Find Your High Vibe. So if you are interested, you should join my group. So I had a realization last night. I worked on my boot camp journal all day long yesterday. All day. I did not get up to meditate, and I didn't go out for a walk. But I was so engrossed in it and I was so into it. So yay, it's finished. Yay, and it'll be available soon. Hi, Kelly. So I'm going to be doing this next boot camp from November 4th until Inauguration Day, which is 77 days, 11 weeks. And I've realized why it's so important and why the current boot camp that I'm doing, this was my first round meditation boot camp, and I've realized why it's had such a positive effect on me. Even if I don't meditate every day, as long as I meditate most days, or just even take a break. And you don't have to get into a certain position and listen to certain music, and there's no one process for meditating. It's really just taking a break and clearing your mind for a moment and kind of removing yourself from all the action. So I realized, of course, as I was laying my head on my pillow last night, why meditation is so important for people pleasers. Any of you out there? People pleasers, HSP, highly sensitive person, which I consider myself one, and empaths. And empaths and HSPs, very similar. Anyway, I've realized why meditation is so important and why it's having such a positive effect on me. So I invite you to consider joining my next round if you're one of these people. So, okay, I'm married to an intellect. So when we have interactions, I don't stop I never realize it. I am speaking from my heart. So I am in there's this constant, I don't know if it's a tug of war, but there's this constant back and forth between my head and my heart. And when I'm talking to anybody, my heart is always involved, okay? That's not the same for an intellect. So I am married to an intellect, and when he interacts, it's completely from his mind. It's completely rational, logical. This is how it is, okay? No feelings involved. No consideration for, I don't know, no consideration for others the way a people pleaser, HSP empath does it. Our decisions, our words, our actions are so heart-based. It's just very different. Here's also what happens. So HSPs and empaths, they take a little bit longer to form a response. And this has been killing me my entire life. This is coming up with a comeback, 12 hours later, right? It's along those same lines where your thought processes take so much longer. There's so much of a process going on compared to an intellect where it's just zip, 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 zip. This is how I imagine it in their heads. The information comes in, it hooks up with a response, and it fires right back out, right? That's a quick turnaround. But when you're a people pleaser, empath, HSP, there's input. It's got to go through your heart, back up through your brain. Does this make sense? Is this caring? Is this loving? Who am I gonna hurt? It goes through so many checkpoints. Wow, I'm making this up as I go along, but it totally makes sense. It goes through so many checkpoints that by the time a response is formulated, the conversation is over. the conversation is over. And that conversation could be over for 2 days. And you constantly have this information and you keep playing it in your head, right? It rolls around. It rolls around. For how long? It just keeps going. So when you meditate, you stop that. You stop that continuous wheel and transfer of information from your head to your heart, from your head to your heart, all over the place, all these checkpoints. You stop it and you pause and you remove yourself from it. You remove the stimulus, and the conveyor belt is on pause. And you take a moment and you give yourself some peace and you release all that shit that has just been running around. And it does go through your body, and it's just constant. So that's why meditation is so important for people pleasers, HSP, empath, okay? And I have finally realized that. And I have realized in my present boot camp, I can tell who in here is an intellect and who in here is a people pleaser, HSP, empath. Because an intellect, I'm sure you can benefit from meditation. I'm sure everybody can benefit from meditation, but it's not the same. It is not the same. It is so much more helpful, beneficial for those of us whose heart gets caught in this cycle. And, there, I think I made my point. There was a word that I came up with that, anyway, so I have gotten my journal done, the journal that's going to go with the next round of boot camp. And I'm very excited about that. What did I write down? I wrote down something. Interference. There's no interference from the heart for an intellect. It's easier to discard all those concerns. Oh, I thought I had a good word in there, but I can't find it. Okay. So, if you're interested, stay tuned. Watch out for posts. And more information will be coming. In the meantime, have a lovely Thursday and take a break today. Give yourself a little peaceful pause. That's a good one. Peaceful pause. And I'll see you tomorrow, Manifestation Friday. Take care. Thanks for stopping by.